Hello everyone and welcome to our third and final night of the Montreal Mayhem pay-per-view. Tonight we will see Bret Hart go one-on-one against Mr. McMahon for 20 minutes inside the Hell in a Cell. And here we go then, women's tag team action. We're going to see the women's champion, the new women's champion, Beth Phoenix, teaming up with Natalya as the Glamazons to take on the debuting Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, of course, the Iconics. Now, it's a pretty bold statement to say because they have done some really stupid things, but I personally believe that WWE splitting the Iconics is possibly one of the stupidest things they ever did. I know there's a lot of stupid things they have done, but I believe that might be one of the stupidest. Because it's both... I mean, both those ladies needed that. They were best friends from young. You've got the Women's Tag Team Championships. I mean, it just makes sense for those two to be a team. But they split them up, put them on different brands, and now they're making them team with other random people. It just makes no bloody sense to me. But hey-ho, there we go. But yeah, Beth Phoenix, I mean, if Beth Phoenix was to suffer a pinfall loss here, you would imagine whoever does pick up the win would be the #1 contender. You can't just pin the champion and not get a goal, can you? And the Iconics starting things off pretty well here. Of course, Beth Phoenix wrestled every single night in this Montreal Mayhem show. Mainly because I did realise yesterday that I thought she was Canadian. She's actually not. But she's now like part Canadian because of being married to Edge. That's the way I've got away with it now. That's what I'm saying and I'm sticking to it. Now we will have a Women's Tag Team Championship in the future. At the moment we're just slowly bringing championships in as we go along. We don't want to rush everything in one night. So this is a good opportunity for one of these two teams to really show how good they are. As Natalya, wow, that's a quick match. Natalya gets the tap-out victory already. And the Glamazons have just hammered the Iconics. I mean, absolutely hammered them. Well, there we go. Natalya, she needed that. She was rock solid bottom of the rankings. She gets that now. Beth Phoenix gets another point, which puts her even higher up in the rankings. She's now on +9. She's 3 times second place. Who is currently Aja Kong. So that is a massively quick victory for the Glamazons, and the Iconics are very much disappointed here. I just realised they're not on the rankings. There we go. Oh, God. Oh! Okay, I dropped everything. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Don't worry, we're okay. And that is, yeah, a super, super victory for these two ladies. And Peyton Royce and Billie Kay suffer a loss. There we go. Right, the women's rankings and new tag team rankings are updated, and that was a much quicker match than I expected. So we move on to match number 2 of the evening. And here we go, we are underway. Hulk Hogan versus the Montreal strongman Dino Bravo. Now this match was due to happen in the late 80s, early 90s. WWF at the time decided that Hulk Hogan versus one of the biggest names in Canadian wrestling, Dino Bravo, was a huge opportunity to sell lots and lots of tickets and pay-per-views and that. But I think the idea got pulled at the end because they were a bit worried that Dino Bravo would get much more of a crowd response in Canada than Hogan would, which is obvious, really, when you think about it. So the match never did go ahead in the end, but it was the dream match that a lot of people, especially in Canada of that age, really wanted. Hogan now wrenching back at Dino Bravo. Big strikes in the gut. We haven't seen Dino Bravo. We saw Dino Bravo in the Legends Never Die Rumble, didn't we? And he is currently on... He's currently on -1 from that match. Hulk Hogan we've seen a few times. Hulk Hogan is also currently on -1. So the winner of this one will go back up to 0. The loser will drop to -2. And of course, all that's left after this match here tonight is going to be our main event, where we will have Vince McMahon and Bret Hart locked inside the Hell in a Cell for 20 minutes. Bret looking to get the retribution he so desires against Vince, of course, for the Montreal Screwjob. He tried to do it on night number 1, but Shawn Michaels interfered and ruined the night for him. Night 2, Bret was able to make Vince tap via the sharpshooter in a tag team match, but tonight it's 1-on-1. Hogan now with a big strikes on Dino Bravo. Sending Bravo into the corner. Bravo able to avoid and pushes Hogan over. Said big, strong man is Dino Bravo. And now wrenches back in a camel clutch situation here on Hogan, who was able to break free. Hogan with the big strikes, another big strong right hand in the face of Dino Bravo. Slamming Bravo face first into that top turnbuckle pad. And Hogan is in control at this point in time. And a running big boot flattens Dino Bravo. But Bravo straight back up with a clothesline on Hogan. And Dino Bravo now dropping the elbow. I thought he was going to go for a leg drop there. And that would have been quite funny, wouldn't it, against Hogan. Rocking a leg drop against Hogan. And there is the leg drop by Hogan on Dino Bravo. That could be enough. The atomic leg drop could be enough for the victory here. There's the pin. 1, 2... and 3, and Hogan does have it. Wow. Hulk Hogan gets his first singles victory so far in this universe mode against Dino Bravo, who drops to -2. Well, I was a little bit disappointed in that match, to be honest. However, it is the classic, it is a classic old school match, isn't it, really? That's probably how it would have gone back then in the day. It would have been slow, it would have been laboured, it would have been the most exciting match in the world. But Hogan comes out with the victory. And we move on then to our main event of the evening. It's going to end up being a bit of a shorter show. It won't be actually, no, because we've got a 20-minute match, haven't we? Well, let's get straight into that 20-minute match now. And that's what it's all for then. The SWE World Heavyweight Championship. There is your challenger. And I must admit, judging by his entrance, he looks confident. I don't know why he looks confident. He's about to be locked inside a cell for 20 minutes with Bret the Hitman Hart. I would be very confident. Especially after I'd only tapped out 24 hours ago to a sharpshooter. I would not be confident at all. And there is Bret the Hitman Hart. Your SWE World Heavyweight Champion, of course, won it in the Battle of Los Angeles, then defended it successfully at the Rumble against the Rumble winner, Shawn Michaels. And this will be his second championship defense, which arguably you could say is a formality, but you can never write Vince off. Vince is a very effective competitor. Referee holds the championship belt up high as the cell starts to descend. We are locked inside now. The Hell in a Cell for 20 minutes. Bret is finally going to get his retribution after all these years for the Montreal Screwjob. Say he tried it in night number 1, was not lucky enough due to the interference by Shawn Michaels, and wow, Vince straightaway pile driver on Bret. I mean, Vince could actually be a genuine opponent here. I mean, he has pinned him. He's the only man to pin Bret so far in this universe mode. But of course, then Bret did make Vince tap out yesterday in that tag team match. Sending a message to him about he's not going to really enjoy this night, is he? Bret now ducks underneath Vince and then sends him over the top, crashing to the mat. And Vince now taking Bret down once again. Stamping on the gut and now dropping a boot on the gut. I mean, Vince is doing okay here, to be honest. I mean, you would expect Vince to slow down as well. I mean, Bret is the proper professional wrestler. A 20-minute match with Bret is probably what he's used to. Can Vince go a 20-minute singles match? I doubt it. But we'll see. Vince is taking some control now, sending Bret's spine first into the turnbuckle as well. Dropping an elbow into the spine of Bret Hart, and Vince impressing everyone here. I think nobody really expected this, but he's getting a hell of a lot of heat from the crowd, of course, going against their big favourite in Bret the Hitman Hart. Vince going in with the first pin, trying to get that early count. And I mean, remember, it's Iron Man. So it's all about getting the most pinfalls or submissions by the end of this match. Vince now with the pin for the one. Only the one. It was that early power drive by Vince that really turned the complexion of this match around. Could Vince McMahon seriously become SWE World Heavyweight Champion? It's a possibility, isn't it, really? Oh, Vince dropping Bret Hart face first into that bottom rope. Vince now with a boot in the gut. This is how he pinned Bret on night one. He's hit with a pedigree. Vince just seems to have Bret's number here tonight. I don't know what it is. And a stunner. No freaking way. Vince just pedigreed and stunned Bret Hart. And Bret is able to kick out. Oh, Vince, I'd be worried now, mate. I would be worried. You just hit two of your most effective maneuvers on Bret Hart. And Bret is kicking out at one now. I would not be too pleased to be in Vince's shoes right now. Bret with a strong strike in the face. Vince spins him around. Boot in the gut. And now just choking him out with a boot across the throat. And Vince now locking in a Boston Crab as well. Bret able to break free. And Bret is now back up on his feet. And Vince has had a pretty long period of offense in this match. And Bret has finally turned it around. Bret now with a running bulldog from the corner. Bret now up on the middle rope, dropping the diving fist right in the face of Vince. Will this be enough to get the first pinfall? No, Vince kicks out on the one. And Vince, cheeky. Very, very cheeky now, bringing Bret back up to his feet once again. And Vince is going to go for that pedigree. There's no way Vince is going to win this match, is there? Oh, still only a 2 count. I thought that was going to be 1-0 then. I thought that was going to be 1-0. Vince stalking once again. And Vince just seems to have Bret's number here. Vince is just in Bret's head. Vince just seems to be in Bret's head. There's the stunner, and surely that's going to be 1-0. There's no way Bret's kicking out of 2 pedigrees, 2 stunners. It is. It's 1-0 to Vince. Holy hell. Come on, Bret. Come on, man. Don't flop here. Please don't flop. In front of your home crowd here in Montreal, do not flop. Bret now sends Vince back into the ring. Doesn't want to turn this into a fight. He wants to keep it as a wrestling match. As now he takes Vince down and folds him over into that sharpshooter. And Vince taps. It's 1-1 in this match now. Vince tapped out to Bret's sharpshooter. You don't really have a lot of choice in them situations, do you, really? You either tap and get out of it straight away, or you stay in that sharpshooter for a longer period of time and you end up losing more energy. You end up using or losing more... you end up taking more damage. Oh. So a cat just jumped on the desk and he knocked my can of beer over. Hello, cat. Look on the windowsill, there you go. Nice suplex there by Bret Hart, taking Vince down. And now wrenching back at the leg of Vince. Again, just weaken those legs. And the back potentially for another sharpshooter. And Bret looks like he's taking more and more control of this match now. Vince did very well early on, and there's a nice back elbow there as well. And Vince looking for that low blow for the second time in the match, and as he went for it, Bret just kneed him in the head. Bret now running bulldog from the corner, slamming Vince's head into the mat once again. I did say earlier on, didn't I? I think the longer this match goes, the more it's going to favour Bret. Vince is he's had matches in the past. However, I don't think he's at anything of this long period of time, as there we go, 2-1 Bret getting the pinfall from that diving elbow in the face of Vince. Now Bret getting right in the face of Vince, and Vince is not running away, he's getting straight back in the ring. Vince knows he needs to take this, I think. The Montreal Screwjob was such a big effect on Bret Hart's life. As all, he was going to go for the another sharpshooter there, I think, and Vince saw it coming, just takes Bret down. Bret now the guillotine across that bottom rope. Brings Vince back up to his feet once again. We are almost halfway through this match, and it's 2-1 to Bret Hart. He suffered the first pinfall, but is able to come back since then by making Vince tap out with a sharpshooter and also getting the pin from that diving elbow from the top. Bret now gets on the back of Vince. Nice German suplex. Bridges for the pin. Would this be? No, it's not 3-1. Still only 2-1. I would not like to be in Vince's shoes right now. Bret's got into his rhythm. He's got that anger in him. But he also has the composure here as well. Big uppercut by Bret on Vince. Sends him off the ropes. Over the top. Crashing back to the mat. Bret now once again bringing Vince up. And Vince, I think he always tried to run away there, but... Bret now running bulldog from the corner. Stamping on the face of Vince, and he's going to go back up for another one of these elbows. Misses that one. Of course, he got the pin from the first one. Vince now rolling Bret through, but Bret's back up and takes Vince back down once again. Seems that every time Vince tries to get back in this match, Bret just has that one extra level. Bret now stalking Vince McMahon. We're halfway through this match now. It's 2-1 to Bret. And Bret looks to lock in the sharpshooter for the second time in the match. And there's the tap by Vince McMahon. It's 3-1 to Bret the Hitman Hart in this match now. And I think now is when the aggression and the fight can really sort of begin now. Bret's comfortably 3-1 up. He can now afford just to cause damage to Vince, slamming him spine first into the apron. As they fight around the outside of the cell now. Bret sending Vince into the ring steps. Vince striking Bret and sending him back into the ring. Vince knows he's better off inside the ring now. Doesn't want to be around the outside, and Vince trying to sneak a quick pin. Referee was very slow down. Bit of a screw job there on Vince, if you will. Vince now stalking Bret. Remember, it's 3-1. I mean, Vince is not completely out of this as he hits a stunner on Bret. He's not completely out of this, but he does go in for it. For the 1, 2. No, it's only a 2. Only a 2. Jawbreaker there by Bret. And now taking him up into the pile driver. There we go. Bret with a pile driver. That should be 1, 2, and 3. It's 4-1 now to Bret Hart in this match. Vince springs Bret back into the middle of the ring. And Vince dropping Bret to the outside while he's in control. He's going to try and take advantage of the steel structure. But Bret fighting back. Sending Vince back into the ring. So Bret is 4-1 up here. I don't think there's much point even keeping track of what the scores are anymore, is there? Because this looks like it's going to be an absolute whitewash here as Bret folds him over into another sharpshooter. It's 5-1 to Bret Hart. Nice nut buster there by Bret Hart as well. Yeah, Bret is definitely getting his retribution now. He still has 6.5 minutes left. He's already 5-1 up. It's just a case of doing more and more damage to Vince, to the point we might even see Vince again in this universe mode. Vince, though, with a boot in the gut of Bret, and he hits him with a pedigree. And Vince now with a stunner as well. I mean, I don't really feel like he's going to get back into this still, but you've got to go for it, as there's the pin, and Vince gets one back. It's 5-2. Vince can't believe it, trying to get a pin again. I mean, does Vince honestly believe he can still get back in this? Well, I suppose he does believe that the longer he takes control of this match, the more likely he's not going to take much more damage. Running knee in the gut. Bret now on the back of Vince into that high angle backdrop. Bret again now with a big pile driver. It's 5-2, but this could be 6 now. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count still. Wow. Bret now stalking Vince McMahon. And Bret goes in and turns him over into the sharpshooter. And there's the tap once again. What's that now? 6-2? Neck breaker. Bret now just crunching the head of Vince, slamming him into the mat. There's the pin. 1, 2. Still only a 2 count. It's 6-2 here, though. I mean, with 4 minutes remaining, I feel like it's very unlikely that... it's very unlikely this is going to turn around now, is it? Very unlikely. Nice running close on the corner there by Vince on Bret. Vince brings Bret back up to his feet. There's a boot in the gut. And now Vince is looking for the pedigree. And hits it as well. It's still 6-2 though. He doesn't get the pin from that pedigree. Vince now stalking Bret Hart. Looking for the boot in the gut. Bret was able to fight free. Bret now spinning Vince around in with a running bulldog. Vince taking Bret over. Bret, nice shoulder block, taking Vince down. Oh, a strong right hand there by Bret on Vince. Now into the backbreaker as well. And Bret is heading up to the top. Looking for a big leg drop, but Vince played possum, rolled out the way, then a big boot in the face of Bret. This could be a bit of a turning point here. There's 2.5 minutes left, though, so like I said, it's not like this is going to change around, is it? It's definitely not going to change around here, as Bret locks Vince once again into the sharpshooter, and there's another tap. It's 7-2. It's 7-2. Bret now throwing Vince to the outside. Strong strike there by Bret on Vince. And this battle just goes on around the outside now. It's all about damage now, I think, isn't it? It's all about damage. Bret brings Vince back up. Just swinging and punching and just fighting around the outside, though. Bret's the only one who's been busted open so far. Vince sends Bret back into the ring just to try and get a bit of space away from him, I think. Vince now stamping on the arm of Bret, brings him back up to a standing base. And sends Bret crashing to the outside. And Vince now sending Bret... Oh, I think he went face first into those ring steps then. And now Vince sending Bret into the cage as well. Tried to send him face first into the ring steps, but Bret was able to break free and Vince goes flat into the ground. Vince just has 30 seconds left to bear this match now. Oh, and he gets hit with a sweet chin music on the outside. Talk about adding insult to injury. Sweet chin music by Bret on Vince after all the stuff that's gone on this weekend and all the stuff with the Montreal Screwjob as well. It looks like Vince was trying to get the final laugh there. And he does with that clothesline. The bell goes, we're over and done with. It's 7-2. Bret the Hitman Hart gets the win and retains his championship here inside the Hell in a Cell against Mr. McMahon. No surprises there then, was there? No surprises there whatsoever. So Bret is going to go up to... He's got 10 ranking points now, Bret. Whereas Vince McMahon is going to drop down now and he's going to suffer his first singles loss, which puts him to -1. Because, of course, he had the tag team loss in the previous match as well. So there we go. There we freaking go. Victory for Bret the Hitman Hart means he will retain his championship and he will move on to next weekend at the St. Valentine's Day Massacre to defend his championship once again. Be interesting to see who's going to get the opportunity next week. It's going to be someone, I think, a little bit more hardcore, maybe, which I think could be pretty fun to see. But Bret now retains his championship, very happy with that, but also now got some much needed aggression out of him and some retribution against Vince McMahon for all those years ago at the Montreal Screwjob. Anyway, that is it of Montreal Mayhem. I hope you've enjoyed this weekend. Of course, if you have, hit the like, subscribe, that other good stuff, and I will see you again in a few days' time for our first episode of SWE Dark, and of course, next weekend for our St. Valentine's Day Massacre pay-per-view. Good night, God bless, auf Wiedersehen.